USFCougars.com here with University of Sioux Falls head football coach Jed Stugart. His number 4 ranked Cougars will match up this weekend with his alma mater and a standout team from the GNAC, the conference champs out there, Azusa Pacific. Jed, you found out Sunday that you're the number 2 seed. Talk about what all of that means moving into playing, as we noted, your alma mater.
Well, it was another great accomplishment for this team this year, and one of the things we did this year is we just really talked about celebrating all the little victories along the way, and as opposed to maybe the past, we were always just looking always to the next one and not kind of cherishing the smelling the roses along the way. And so we this year we've cherished all those things. We've cherished the moment we knew we won part of the South and part of the whole conference, and then when we won the conference outright. We just really made a big deal of that and celebrated that. And then, of course, the next one was finding out. We kind of knew we were in the playoffs, but who we were playing. It was a goal, I think, of this team to really try to get a home playoff game, to not go through the travel stuff we did last year. And so that was another thing we celebrated. And then to get a chance to play a team outside of our conference, a really good football team, and kind of gauge where we're at, see where we're at in this tournament is another, because we're playing a really good team. And so it's another exciting time. So it's just a lot of really good stuff going on, and it's something that we've just wanted to cherish every moment along the way.
Yeah, it's been a special season. You're 11-0 headed into the game on Saturday. That's your 12th unbeaten regular season here at the University of Sioux Falls. Actually, you're second as a head football coach when you go back to your first year in 2010. This group, 26 seniors, will be playing on Saturday, and their leadership has really been significant this year, right?
Yeah, remarkable. I mean, just because it starts, right here in this gym, on at 5:45 in the morning in the winter, and the moment they just really started to work again and start the first quarter of our season, and that was just the leadership is where it started, and just the competition in the off season and how they just held themselves accountable. They were taking more measures to even ratchet up the leadership when you have that much leadership and guys stepping into those kinds of roles. And then everybody just followed, and they've held each other accountable. They've loved on each other. They've worked with each other. I mean, I can just go on and on about that. I'm so proud of this senior class and in what they represent here for the University of Sioux Falls. So it's kind of fun that they get to experience some of this stuff, and I hope they can keep it going and for their sake.
In speaking with a number of seniors that were first-time guys here, guys like Delvin Batiste and Pedro Cepeda, they have come in here and fit, and they have told me that they can't believe the community, the family that they have here. But that's something you've always preached since day one. Faith in God and faith in each other, believe in each other, right? That's
Absolutely.
What you're all about.
It's this team accepts people from different schools or kids from high school or 1-year transfers. They got 1 year left, and it is awesome. We're on the right track, and the mission's being fulfilled when you see kids like that you mentioned that feel welcome here. They're not feeling like they're threatening people. This team loves to win. They've bought into the family atmosphere and what it takes to win. And so when they see somebody coming into their team that buys into what we're doing but can help them win, then they do their part to accept them and get them caught up to our program and in their plays. And it speaks volumes to this football team and to, number one, to this coaching staff that gets these guys, gets the message out to those players for that vision. And so, I can't express enough the appreciation I have for my staff, and I get way too much credit. The love they have for these players, and it just filters through our team. So I got to make sure that people understand the role that these coaches play in these kids' lives and how it's been key to our success.
When you talk about the coaches, you guys, without naming all of them, but the defensive coordinator is Jermaine Jackson, your special teams coordinator Guy Nama, and then Dusty Havorka has put together an offense that has been special this year as well. All of them have done standout work for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the all the attention was known we bringing back a veteran offense, but what they've done with that and been able to exceed expectations. But a lot of people just think that was going to happen. Our run game has gotten so good this year, and that was something that we struggled with last year. And so for him and his leadership on the offensive side to get to spend the off season, spend springtime making that a point of emphasis and carrying that into our season. And you know, where you got a back rushing for 9 yards a carry at the end of the year, that's amazing.
Quarterback
And,
almost 8.
Quarterback almost 8. I mean, these are things we could go a whole program on stats. The other side of it is defensively was where all the holes were, and I think a lot of people wondered how we were going to be defensively. That's probably one of the more remarkable coaching jobs of the year is that defensive staff led by Tremaine can fill 7 key spots and be where we're at in a perfect record in this league against these offenses. Like I said, I just can't speak enough about my coaches. And then Eric has led in a lot of categories in the special teams and the work that goes on there. A lot of people don't realize because they're looking at offense and defense just how important the special teams is and what he's developing in our kicking game and things like that. So, like I said, it's a team effort, and these guys have bought into that 100%.
Finally, we would be a little bit remiss if we didn't do what you do almost every game after a Cougar victory or just a game, is you point to the stands and talk about the importance of the following, whether it's at Mankato or whether it's at historic Bob Young Field. But they've been a special group, and you're going to count on them again this weekend.
Yeah, fans have been awesome. Like I said, the road support, just after games, coming down the field, the emails, the little things they do for our players, just looking out for players and things. I mean, it's special community here at USF, and I want to thank the fans. I know I'm biased, but we got the best ones in the league, and they get it and they care, and I can't. I'm forever grateful for that, and I hope to see them out there. I have a feeling they're going to be there, and they know what's at stake here, and come enjoy a really good football game.
So, Cougars fans, we will have a game here on Saturday at noon against Azusa Pacific. The winner will play the winner of the Harding Central Missouri game, and so it's at Bob Young Field. So come out. The playoffs have returned home to the University of Sioux Falls. Thanks, Jed.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.